have so many options to kind of keep this game going. Aurora has so much damage packed into her passive, and with Gwen, you do have the ability to scale. I think from Xiaoshu, and he can teleport back for this, but Tarzan's like, if you step up too far, I think you're a little too far up in the lane, brother.
This is AL we're talking about. You cannot make these mistakes or Tarzan's just going to punish you. Xiaoshu is going to just go down with ease. Flandra goes from... This is the power of Ticket Ultimate, right? I get all your camps.
And this is so good. I love what we're seeing from AL. They know that their bottom lane have priority first. They make the first move. Joshie's waiting, gets the ward. It's a fully stacked Q straight onto Kyle. That's a lot of damage and a plasma proc.
They're just going to burn it through Niket. True Shot Barrage with the Glacial Prison is more than enough. But here comes Sangwon off to the side. Chachi knocks down Kyle first. Fate Seal going to whiff from Shakes. Does not find its knockout. And now it's AL that are actually on the back foot. Tarzan has to flash over the red pit wall. Hope is very, very low. And Sangwon knows it. Gets the pullback. Finds the kill. RNG say, no. Our jungle is not to be taken over.
That right side fight started with the fact that Hope and Kyle had first move off of the wave. And here again, they make sure to push in the wave, then move for the objective. So RNG are going to be late for this. Maybe they turn.
They do kind of pull Tarzan's attention away from that dragon. Now he's going to look to try and just finish it off. They get the crash down out of Niket. They're going to limit a lot of that rel engage. But Milky Way still has that cease and desist, looking to hunt out Hope, or maybe just look for a 50-50 here. True Shot Barrage down. Cease and desist comes across, but Tarzan gets the dragon. The Fate Seal comes across, knocks down Milky Way. Next goes Niket. We were waiting for Shakes to have his pop-off moment on this Yone. Maybe it's here, but it looks like Tongwan has something to say about it so far. Gets the trade kill and has Hope singled out with Jachi chasing him down. The plasma stacks are more than enough. The Dragon, most intriguing game potentially, at least of my set so far, with where we've been at. But Tarzan looking to shake that up a little bit, catching Jachi on a roam. Gonna have to burn the cleanse, but the Glitch Person comes right out after. Killer Instinct, though, gets Jachi out, and they get Kyle to flash out. Shanks on the back end, trying to use a spear form, gets the Fate sealed onto Jachi and executes him. Tongwan trades out Kyle. Tarzan on the wrong side of the map, but should be able to walk his way out. So it looks like they're gonna go after the heart. Flandra. Just too slippery, especially with the Sanguine Pool being offered. He's hitting a bit of emotes as he watches all of RNG leave, and they're going back down river to try and find a fight into Tarzan and Kyle. A ton of CC being used on the tank front line, and Flandra's going to fly in with the Vladimir ultimate, but it's not in time. The healing isn't going to be there. It's Jachi and Milky Way that bring it home for RNG. 3 kills to nothing, and they're going to grab a Rift Herald as well as they explode onto this game 3.
Why are we trying to make the engage onto Niket, onto Milky Way? We need to be finding answers onto Jachi. Completely uninhibited. He flies right into the backline, ignores Hope, and just breaks open this game. It will be feats of strength going over to anyone's legend, but they are losing fight after fight after fight. And look at Tong Yuan now, level 12 on the same page. I'm glad that whatever they did during that time did them well, so that they can be prepared to play. Now, it's only 1,000 gold difference, and right now, Shanks got a bottom tier 1, moves up to topside, gets another turret here. RNG need to be staying on the map and staying proactive to make sure that they don't lose their objective lead.
They'll take the Dragon trade for free, but
and
that's
2.5 minutes before the Dragon, again, gives them priority with a Kaisa on their side and a Gwen. They could very easily take this objective if they want to force the hand of AL. Maybe just grab a teleport or two. We already see Shanks on the red buff trying to give his over the blue buff. Milky Way is going to win it this time. Dragon spawning in 20 seconds. Shanks is getting his recall in, probably going to buy a couple items, and then probably look to TP on a mid-wave. We're getting a fight. Tarzan's HP, though.
He's half HP. In goes Kyle with the Solar Flare. They get it down onto Milky Way, who gets chunked out himself. Hope's damage really started to turn out with that more mana. In goes Niket. Between Worlds is down, but there was not enough health on that stead for Niket, so he falls. Tongwan's getting hunted by Tarzan off to the side. They do get Flandra down, though, and Jachi is really starting to stack the lethal tempo. Big Vault Breaker flies in. Shakes goes all out for Jachi. Very low HP, but the Gwen is singing through. Does Xiaoshu have enough? No! Hope shuts him down with a Mystic Shot to the face, and now Milky Way's got to run for the hills. We were talking about the Vladimir, the Yone, this Gwen, the Vi and Aurora, but it was Hope to put the dagger on his Ezreal into RNG's heart.
There we go. AL finally find a team fight victory against their opponents. RNG just look a little too uncoordinated and almost makes this play, almost wins the game for his team. but is not able to do it, and it is Hope, the man of the hour, the man that has been counted out, belittled for so long in the LPL, finally gets to have his team fight.
You called it out. When you let Hope start to churn Conqueror stacks, start out fights well, it goes good for AL, but this is not how they want to start with Flandre getting caught, but goes to the Sanguine pool. Does not matter. Tonguin finds the pick. Down goes Flandre. RNG not going down without a fight here.
And the longer that AL stay around this pit, Xiaoshu is sitting in the top side, won't have TP to join, but he can very easily take this objective. Milky Way.
Tarzan doesn't hit the Glacial Prison, but will it be enough? Yes, with a dash forward for Shanks. Down goes Milky Way. Niket getting hounded as well as Tarzan looks to push the tempo, but they're going to ease up on the brakes because with Jungler down, Voracious Otacon is going on to 5 members of anyone's Legends.
Tangyuan's here. Ultimate's
really
not available. Maybe they get Niket to come on through with an engage because Jachi is here in the area.
Niket's down. He gets way too close to the might of AL, so he'll fall.
Wait,
but Jachi's going forward, the killer instinct. Maybe Niket was just setting up his rookie of the split to find a big fight win. Shanks is going blow for blow. Tongguan and Shanks trade themselves out. Voracious Octagon below 1K. And
he gets it!
Up by Jachi. He steals it.
He's doing it!
Shuts down Tarzan and puts a shot into the face of Hope. There's your rookie of split 1 in the LPL, shining for RNG.
Quadra kill for Jachi, and he comes up clutch for the team. It starts with Flandre getting caught out. We had questions of if AL were going to be able to hold on. And Slayer, god damn it, man, we've got a game here for the last game of Group B. RNG do not want to go out with a whimper here, and it takes a few fights, a few too many here. 3 items for Kaisa. Baron being started. We saw the re-engage. Niket just buying time. All of these abilities landing onto Niket just means it's open season for this Kaisa. Killer Instinct right into the back line. And this Runok has been playing for a while down there, but to finally see him here, and I think I just love how in the middle of that, he just turns, auto-attacks Tarzan once, gets the kill there, and is able to open up on that fight. So now 4,000 gold and the Otacon revive. Still 40 seconds here. You've got Gwen splitting on the opposite side. AL are looking to go down 2-1 as the grand finalists, the Demacia Cup champions.
Against an RNG team that started with a whimper, but now are playing with all the confidence in the world as Milky Way dives after Flandre once more. But keep your eye on Jachi off to the side, just stacking auto after auto, and it's leading to RNG wiping the floor with AL. Hope has to run for his own fountain to keep himself safe. Shanks all the way in the top side, splitting for a tier 2 turret, but it cost him a whole lot. Now he's got his 1v1 with Shanks, but Jachi is just too much of a juggernaut to shut down as he sends AL home with an ace.
There it is, and they got Baron. They can look for maybe the end here. The next most member is Kyle in 8 seconds. Can RNG flawless victories?
You pointed it out, how much of a fright this Vladimir could be, but even if level 16 is achieved, 3 items is not far away. RNG
has the GA. It is incredibly difficult for AL to find the backline access. Shanks has to come up huge. Hope as well, but I think the team fight is just too slow. When we saw AL find success, they needed to wait for some of these members from RNG to get whittled away at. Now RNG on the precipice of getting their first win here in the groups of placements, and I mean they're just kind of looking for anything, any little bit of angles that they can find. Niket does not have that flash, and it is another inhibitor going down.
AL, at some point, we got to look for that big Vladimir combo. Glacial Prison going to be dodged by Xiaoshu with the Hollowed Mist. Big engage tool for AL down as they lose another inhibitor, and RNG are just going to swing their tempo back up to the top side.
Zephyr, maybe an Elixir as well, but those are just toppings as Tarzan trying to push forward, trying to push the vision line of anyone's Legend. They remember, 2 inhibitors are down. These super minions are going to help RNG push. Jachi's just on this objective. Are they going to
Come
try
off
to make
it.
the turn?
Milky Way's going to go in. The cease and desist goes flat. Great segue pull. Shanks goes in the back win for Tagwan, but Jachi's falling forward. Hope flashes out to get over the wall here, but they let the Gwen sing out. AL have to play the fight from back to front, and Flaundra's finally stepping up. Double knockup from Shanks. Jachi, he won't fall yet. Goes into the GA. It's a triple kill for Flaundra. Jachi's the only one left up, but AL have done it. They fought their way back in.
Oh my god! Jachi does not use the flash, and there are still so many turrets. They can't even push their top side. They're going to try to get through all of these turrets in the mid lane. Their base is getting destroyed by super minions right now. The inhibitor has respawned in the bottom lane. It's only going to be a single turret here for AL, but the precious moments that we were talking about finally come on true. It is a Baron start. I think this is risky. Tarzan, you do not have the real estate for this. It's going to make Shanks tank this up for him, and that'll be the Purple Worm going over to anyone's legend.
Tagwan is going to respawn. They're not going to teleport in. They're going to give it.
The word that I want to use is the poise from the player like Jachi, not using his flash, just letting himself die. We're getting a play. We're back in the picture. Dragon spawning in 18. There's no soul for either team, and this is just AL wasting their Baron timer.
And this is the go in for RNG. They're going on to Kyle. They committed a lot just for the support. Shanks whiffs on the Fate Sealed, has to immediately go back out as Flaundra. Uses the Sanguine Pool to get a huge heal. Goes into another stage. Shanks flashing forward. Jachi flashes himself out. It's complete pandemonium, but it's Jachi that's untouched, and that means RNG's got one hell of a chance in the fight. Hope goes into the stasis, but he's the only one left up. Has to Eston floats over the wall, but it's the solo lanes that get it done. RNG are going to steal a game from AL to find their first split win of Split 2!
Oh, yes, baby. RNG, we are so back. They're going to get the inhibitors. Tongyuan's going to recall. He'll teleport when the minion wave hits the turret, and that's it. AL, you thought you were going to get some flawless games. Well, guess what? RNG, they never give up.
They don't give up, and they just shook